All right, so now let's get into, move myself over there, the landing pages and the funnels. Some people call them landing pages. In here, they're worded as funnels because it's more the process. But here, so basically, start here at the site section. Once you're in here, then you're going to come up to the funnel section, and then you're going to be able to hear the different treatments in here. So default wise, they're in here, but you have to update your information on here. So let's open one up and I'll kind of walk you through the process here. So here you're in here. This is a ColdSculpting page, which we have made for everybody. Then there's a drop down edit in here. So you want to click edit page. This is the same. Edit is just going to stay. It's just going to reopen the page. Edit in a new tab if you want to open a secondary tab for it if you want. So either way, so there's not really much difference there. So let's get this open. And so now we're in here in the editor. So here's basic information, the form, everything we have in here should be set up for you already. It's tied together, so you don't really need to mess with everything. Everything should be loaded in here. Now in here, you can just see it's just they're basically like blocks of information. So you can go to this block in here and change the name. So you can put your name in here. So this one's California. You come in here, change your address, change your offer if you wanted to change. Obviously, this is just in here. You can, and then your phone number in here. We do have a call tracking number. I probably haven't got to that part yet, but there's a phone number in here. So if you want to use that number, you put it in here. This helps you track how many phone calls you're getting. If you want to have this number go directly to you and bypass that part, that's up to you. But this is where it's all controlled to just kind of go through, and you just got to kind of go through the page and see if there's something you want to change. So basically, we've pretty much done everything that's, this is basically off of ColdSculpting's website. So this is pretty much all their information on here. There's about us. You can see your paragraph goes, so you can update some information in here. This can be, you can do this about the practice, and this one could be more if there's about the doctor. You can have two sections there, so that's why it's kind of done that way. So you can do, and about us, sometimes this might be, this is about doctor, it could be about Dr. John, Smith. And then you can update the information about his, like is in here. Then there's the images. Now, regarding, let me get myself a little further away. Regarding changing the images, so these are default ones, but you can change. Don't mess with these ones too much. But here, so for example, you want to change this image, so you would click on it, and it should change up here to image settings. So you see that image settings now? Now we're in the image field, and then you could come down here, and then here's the image option. So you can see there's a link in here. Change it. You click this image, and it's going to bring you over to your library for your media. This is stuff that's already in here. For example, this is just a basic upload. So this is where you can get it to get into this area. So this will just come off your computer. So you click that basic thing, find it, image, grab it, click on it, and it'll drop it in here. Say it's already done in here. So you want to use this profile image. Then you just click on that, and it's going to replace it. So now that's been replaced. So there was a different image you wanted to use in there, for example. So you just click this again, image options. And then you wanted to put a logo in there, for example, if you want to use your logo. So it could be an image of your interior of your spa, whatever information. But that's how you change images. Basically, just click on it, click on that part, and just, click, the profile, and basically just change the text in here as far as that goes. So that's really the process you want to go through here as far as updating that as well. Settings. In here, there's another area where you want to is your tracking code. So in here, this is where, when you get to the Facebook marketing part of it, this is where you would paste in, say, your Facebook tracking pixel or your tracking pixel with Google. So that's, those videos down there will mention that, but this is in here is where you're going to insert your tracking codes. So there's the main thing. So really, when you come in here, you want to just find your name, your address, your phone number, your about us, and just update it, and it should be good to go. And then make sure add your tracking pixels if you want. All right. So, and here's real quick too, just so you see in here, this is where you can control the size. This is like pretty much the font size. You can slide to the desktop. You can slide it over. The text will be a little, you want it a little bigger. You just change it, change that. In here, you can the color, it's centered. It's just basic stuff. Font size, color, background colors. All the stuff is pretty much in here. So you can, if it's white, it's going to say background color is white. There's nothing there. If you want to change it to a different color, this is all basic, just stuff to go through and update. But for the most part, you shouldn't really have to do anything too much unless you were to create your own different treatment or have a treatment that's not in here, that you wanted to build. You can do that. And also, a lot of times too, if you are going to build it, wanted to start a new treatment, and it's actually say that we don't have in this library, kind of recommend what you do is take one of these other treatments, find one that's kind of like maybe like the layout, the way it's shaped or something like that, and then you can clone it if you want. So what you can do is maybe have one that's already got your name, your phone number, and all your about us, and then clone it, and then there you can change it from what CoolSculpting image to a laser hair removal image or whatever. So, but at least if you clone it, you don't have to worry about it. If you messed it up, then you didn't mess up the whole thing. You can, it's kind of like one that you can play around with. So that's where you kind of do that. All right. So let's get on down to the next area.